Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NCAA 2004 in the Alabama Crimson Tide Dynasty mode, continuing on with year number 11 as we roll back home to Tuscaloosa and welcome some more Big 12 competition. We just handled probably the biggest of Big 12 competition in the Texas Longhorns, managed to beat them in Austin once again, and now we are welcoming the Oklahoma State Cowboys from Stillwater all the way down to Tuscaloosa, the 16th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. And now Oklahoma State as a program is very much shocked me. Okay, I was very much shocked when I looked through because I now have started saving, as of like year 9 or 10, I started saving. Year 9 it was year 9. I started saving or just recording all the standings and bowl game results and stuff just to keep a track of, the top 25 or so teams in the country, and just how every conference is doing, the rate of change and whatnot. And I was actually, through all my offseason videos that are already posted on YouTube, I've been able to track Oklahoma State almost all the way up through the entire series. Outside of year 1 and year 2, Oklahoma State has either been ranked or in a bowl game for the entirety of this series. So they've been over 500. So it's a good streak for them, and they finished ranked for the last 7 straight seasons. So last year they were 9-4 and they lost the Holiday Bowl, and then the year before they were 10-3 and lost the Holiday Bowl again. So I don't know what the bowl record is, how it looks like. I know for a fact they at least won one in this series, right? At least one. So Oklahoma State should be a pretty strong squad. And looking at the records and stuff, or not records, but the overalls of a lot of their players and stuff on the team, it's a decent squad. So the number 16 ranking makes a little bit of sense here. It's another tough game for this Bama squad, but we should be okay. I think so. We proved that we're one of the best teams in the country. We just have to cement that right now against these Cowboys. So 2nd and 10 already. We're going to go with an option play in here. Robinson's going to get the pitch off late. Nichols spins out into open space here. Now it's a foot race across the 50, inside the 40, and across the 30, and he gets inside the 20 before he's finally brought down at about the 15 or 14-yard line of Oklahoma State. So a huge play to start things off with Jameel Nichols here, who's on a generational run right now. Maybe not generational, but he had a great year last year, and he's already off to a pretty decent start in this season as well. Already a couple of touchdowns and whatnot. Hopefully we'll see a few in this game. I would love to see another great performance from Jameel Nichols. But it's a good start nonetheless, and we will happily take a good start. Okay, we will happily take that. So fast forward to a 3rd and 20, though. We're moving the wrong direction. Robinson got to get us moving forward, and that pass is broken up as he kind of tries to lob that one out, maybe to Barker, I think it was. I couldn't tell. Yeah, Stephen Barker. And that pass is broken up by Oklahoma State's secondary, so we're going to have to bring out Dennis to try and nail home a bit of a long field goal here. It's probably at least a 35 to 40-yard field goal, but the kick is up, and it is good, so we will take a 3-0 lead over Oklahoma State here in a mucky Bryant-Denny Stadium, as it seems to always be in NCAA04. I don't know why it's always overcast and rainy in this game, but that's just kind of how things are. And now Oklahoma State's quarterback Kyle Love is going to get absolutely clobbered, and that ball is going to spit backwards, and it's going to be recovered by our defense. And so Oklahoma State's offensive struggles kind of begin early on here as they turn the ball over quickly, and we have another golden opportunity on offense here as Robinson evades the pressure coming off the edge. Great pocket awareness, and that pass is going to be completed by David Hines in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the season. So Hines, one of those receivers that again has kind of moved down on the depth chart because of the training results. He hasn't really developed like some of the receivers around him, but he's still making impacts here early on in the season as he had a touchdown in the Texas game. But now making an impact here, Oklahoma State's running game, as Oklahoma State's running back B.J. Poole is able to get a nice little gain on the ground to get Oklahoma State at least close to the 30. B.J. Poole only like 400-something career yards, but he's having a great year as his first 2 years as a starter in this season. He's already matched last year's totals of 250 or so yards and a touchdown. He's already got 3 this year, so it's a decent start for him. And Kyle Love is another interesting face that hopefully we'll be able to talk about a little bit here for Oklahoma State as he makes another completion here to Sylvester Morris, one of the senior receivers at Oklahoma State, and that will end the first quarter. We are holding on to a 10-0 lead, but the Cowboys are looking to strike here as they're at about the 13 or 14-yard line, and now they're going to try and go to Poole for a pickup on the ground, and that play is going absolutely nowhere as our defense had that play very much snuffed out from the very beginning here. So bring up 4th and 11 for the Cowboys offense, and they're going to have to rely on special teams to at least get them some points on the board, and they can do just that at the very least. So 3-10 now the score, but we are now heading the other way here on a 3rd and 3 short yardage here. LaShawn Robinson, clean pocket, unloads down the sideline, and that pass is somehow going to be completed. I have no idea how, but it was somehow completed. And we will more then more than happily accept that. We will happily accept that as Ryan Reynolds gets the catch along the sidelines. A nice big pickup for him. So fast forward to another 3rd and 2 situation for the Crimson Tide. Robinson's going to get an arm on him as he tries to release the football, and that sends it into the grass rather than into the air. So that's going to bring up 4th and 2 for the Crimson Tide. Sick Naben not feeling very aggressive. He's just going to rely on Dennis's leg. Maybe Dave Dennis proved to Sick Naben that you can rely on special teams a little bit more often from a little bit further. So we might be seeing a little bit of that. Who knows? We might be seeing a little bit of that. So 13-3 now is the score here in Tuscaloosa, but the Cowboys are now answering back, or looking to answer back here as the pocket is collapsing, and Love is able to get this one completed, and now off to the races is going to be one of Oklahoma State's top receivers here on this squad. Looking around, I'm trying to see exactly who it was. Is that an 83? It is. So that was Warren Murphy, Oklahoma State's top receiver here at the program, or at least at the school for right now. And Kyle Love's going to keep it himself, and he's going to find his way into the end zone for a rushing touchdown. So maybe it doesn't look like the kind of quarterback you'd think would pull off an athletic play like that, but hey, man, he gets pushed forward into the end zone, so they will take that. So 10-13 is going to be the score now in Tuscaloosa, but now we are trying to answer back as Hines once again makes a completion, or makes the catch, and he cuts upfield and gets at least the first down. So way to extend the play a little bit more, Mr. Hines, and give us another fresh set of downs. So 2nd and 6 now we're going to cut to just outside of the red zone. Robinson's going to throw for it once again, fires one to the corner of the end zone near the pylon, and that pass is going to be completed for another Alabama touchdown, and it's Stephen Barker who is going to pick up his 3rd touchdown, I believe, or 2nd touchdown on the year. Got to see that increase, man. I want to see him have like 40 touchdowns this year. It's not going to happen, but I would love to see it. So 20-10 is going to be the score here after 1 half of play. We are holding on to a 10-point lead over the Cowboys, but now it is 3rd and 6, and Love is back to pass here, steps up in the pocket, unloads a deep shot downfield, and that pass is going to be completed, and he's going to stumble over the defender here, and that is a completed pass. So yeah, after stumbling over, he kind of just tripped over, it I don't know. It was weird to see he tripped over Kevin Wagner. It was odd. But I know in the next couple plays here, Oklahoma State's going to find their way into the end zone as Love is able to find an open receiver. I believe it's Murphy once again, man. That Jeff Murphy, or no, it's Warren Murphy. They have 2 Murphys on the roster. One's a fullback. But Warren Murphy able to make the completion here. But we are finally going to try and answer back to Oklahoma State with a deep shot of our own. And now things are just ramping up. Things are just ramping up. As we are now exchanging possessions and chunk plays and scores at will. And what a weird release for LaShawn Robinson. I'm surprised it went nearly as far as it did. But, hey, we will take that big completion to Stephen Barker. We are happy to take that. So, 1st and goal, it's now going to be here a 3-point game. We're going to go to Jameel Nichols, who's going to find a little bit of an opening and get his 3rd touchdown of the season as he steps into the end zone for another Alabama touchdown. And we will extend back to a 10-point lead over Oklahoma State. Get another look at it here in this weird, and just kind of just steps in. Just let it boop, a little step in. Happily take that. So 1st and 10 now for Oklahoma State, just past midfield now. They're driving the ball the other way. The pass is completed across the middle, and it looks like it might have been Sergey Bowman, the freshman tight end for Oklahoma State. Yeah, that's who completed that pass. So 1st and 10 now for Oklahoma State. Again, Love, very shallow drop back here. Fires this one across the middle, and that pass is completed. And now cutting upfield for a first down is going to be Warren Murphy again. And he's just been absolutely feasting on this Bama secondary, man. There hasn't been much of an answer for him so far in this game. But moving backwards now is Oklahoma State on a 3rd and 16. Dumping this one off short. Kyle Love is able to dump this one off to Sergey Bowman once again. And he's going to get just about up to the line of scrimmage. And that should end the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma State will have to attempt things after the 4th quarter here, but they're going to get a delay of game penalty to start off the 4th quarter, and that's going to bring them back to a 4th and 14, trying to convert this field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. So Oklahoma State now at least within 1 possession. They need to get a field goal at some point, and they finally got it. So they have plenty of time to at least get the football back, but Kyle Love is going to send this one across the middle, and the pass is going to be completed once again, and it's Murphy once again, almost at 200 yards on the day. He is just unstoppable. There's just no answer from our DBs. A little bit concerning here. So fast forward to his 2nd and 13. Love taking a high snap. Got to get rid of it quickly, and that pass is going to be picked off by Kevin Wagner, and now it's heading the other way. Love can't make the play, and there's nobody else who can make it. And now showboating to the end zone is going to be Kevin Wagner, and he's going to get into the end zone. His 3rd interception of the year. I doubt he's got any other pick sixes, but there's one right there. A beautiful pick six. And so now on a 3rd down, a 3rd and 20 for Oklahoma State, the last kind of opportunity, and that pass is going to be broken up, and now that's going to be a result in a punt for Oklahoma State, and we should presumably have pretty decent field position here, and we would be able to kind of run out the clock for the remainder of the game and add another field goal. We'd actually walk off the game with a field goal and finish things off 37-20. Taking a big win against another ranked opponent in Oklahoma State, which is a good team, a good football team as we saw today. So their quarterback is weird. I'll get to it now that the game is over. Kyle Love, he's thrown for over 3,000 yards the last 2 seasons. His best season is his sophomore season. He's a senior now. His sophomore season was his best year. He had 30 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions, and since then he's been kind of a turnover machine, having 21 touchdowns and 20 interceptions in the previous season, and now that was his 7th interception to just maybe, I think he's up to touchdown number 6 maybe now. I think if he had a receiving touchdown this game, I can't remember, just going all in one go, I believe. So it's around there. He had a 5-6 split heading into the game, so that's where we're at now. But regardless, we managed to hang on and beat the Cowboys here, grab another big win against another power conference opponent, proving once again that we're the best team. We should probably be ranked number 1 and not number 3, but you guys already know that. You already see things the way that we see things down here in Tuscaloosa. You understand it. So another good game for LaShawn Robinson. Can't expect anything more. Jameel Nichols has another great game, and I guess someone else scored the rushing touchdown. I didn't see it. Jameel Nichols did not get the rushing touchdown, so retract that statement. But either way, from defense, things are pretty big. Jason Nash, man, 3 tackles for loss. You like to see that, man. It's good. And Dave Dennis had himself a good day at the office as well. So, and that's going to bring us to the penultimate game of our season here against Arkansas. It's either Arkansas or Tennessee most years, and this year it's probably going to be Arkansas again. But we might see Tennessee in a few weeks. Who knows? But we're going to be playing Arkansas. At least we're back at home. So we need everybody at Bryant-Denny here to rock us on as we try and beat the Arkansas Razorbacks.